What if I told you that the world's richest 1% own nearly half of all global wealth, while the bottom half of humanity has almost nothing? This isn't the plot of a dystopian novel. It's the reality of our world, a divide that's growing deeper every second. We see the signs everywhere, in the glittering towers that pierce the sky and the shadows that stretch long and dark in the alleys below. It's a tale of two worlds, existing side by side but impossibly far apart. But how did we get here? What invisible engine is driving this massive wedge between the few and the many? And what does it mean for our future? This story begins not with a single event, but with a slow, deliberate construction of a system. Centuries ago, the seeds were planted. Land ownership, colonialism, and the first sparks of industrialization created initial pockets of immense fortune. As empires rose and fell, wealth was passed down, accumulating interest and power with each generation. The Industrial Revolution accelerated this process, creating titans of industry whose fortunes dwarfed those of kings. In the 20th century, the game changed again. The rise of global finance, complex financial instruments, and deregulation turned the world into a massive casino, one where the house, the already wealthy, almost always wins. Today, this system is a well-oiled machine. Tax loopholes, meticulously crafted by armies of lawyers and lobbyists in shadowy corridors of power, allow corporations and the ultra-rich to pay a lower effective tax rate than their secretaries. Offshore havens hide trillions of dollars, phantom money that could fund education, healthcare, and infrastructure for entire nations. It's a system designed not just to create wealth, but to concentrate it, pulling it upwards like a relentless financial gravity. The consequences of this concentration are not abstract numbers on a spreadsheet. They are written on the faces of billions. For the 99%, life is an uphill battle on a constantly steepening incline. It's the anxiety of living paycheck to paycheck, knowing that one medical emergency or car repair could spell financial ruin. It's the crushing weight of student debt for a degree that no longer guarantees a stable career. It's watching the cost of housing, food, and education spiral out of control while wages remain stagnant, a silent theft of purchasing power that happens year after year. We see the stark contrast in our daily lives. A billionaire launches a private rocket into space for a few minutes of fleeting spectacle, an event celebrated on the same news cycle that reports on rising child hunger and overflowing homeless shelters. Luxury yachts, floating palaces of excess, sail past coastlines where communities struggle with crumbling infrastructure and a lack of clean water. This isn't just about envy. It's about a fundamental breakdown of the social contract, a society where opportunities are hoarded and the dream of a better life becomes an exclusive, invitation-only club. So here we are, standing at a crossroads. The path we are on leads to a future of unprecedented division, a neo-feudal world of lords and serfs. But is this future inevitable? As the gap widens, as the pressure builds, and as the foundations of our society begin to crack, we are left with a profound and urgent question. What happens when the many, the 99%, decide that the system is no longer working for them? What happens when the quiet desperation turns into a collective roar? The future is unwritten, but the choice we make, or fail to make, will define the very soul of the 21st century.